Welcome to the world of Knock at the Cabin, a thrilling American apocalyptic psychological horror film released in 2023. This movie is based on the 2018 novel, The Cabin at the End of the World, by Paul G. Tremblay and is the first adaptation of his works. The talented M. Night Shyamalan has written and directed this masterpiece, while Steve Desmond and Michael Sherman provided the initial screenplay. Starring in this terrifying movie are Dave Bautista, Jonathan Groff, Ben Aldridge, Nikki Amuka-Bird, Kristen Chui, Abby Quinn, and Rupert Grint. The story revolves around a family vacationing at a remote cabin, who suddenly find themselves held hostage by four strangers, demanding something unimaginable. Knock at the Cabin premiered in New York City at the Rose Hall on January 30, 2023, and was theatrically released in the United States on February 3, 2023, by Universal Pictures. This horror movie has received positive reviews from critics and has grossed over $54 million worldwide. If you're a horror movie fan, then Knock at the Cabin is a must-watch movie that will leave you at the edge of your seat. With M. Night Shyamalan's masterful direction and the exceptional cast's performances, you're in for a terrifying and unforgettable experience. So grab your popcorn, turn off the lights, and get ready for a spine-chilling ride. A 7-year-old girl named One is on vacation with her fathers, Eric and Andrew, at a remote cabin in rural Pennsylvania. While catching grasshoppers, One is approached by a stranger named Leonard who claims he needs their help to save the world. However, One becomes suspicious when 3 other people appear with makeshift weapons. One flees to warn her fathers, but the visitors break into the cabin and tie them up, with Eric sustaining a concussion. Leonard and his companions, Sabrina, Adrian, and Redmond, claim that they have never met before and have been driven by visions to find the family. They foresee an apocalypse in which oceans will rise, a pandemic will spread, the sky will fall, and darkness will envelop the earth. They claim that the only way to prevent this is for the family to sacrifice one of their own. Eric and Andrew suspect that the intruders are lying and that the attack is motivated by hatred and delusion. When the family refuses to make a choice, the intruders sacrifice Redmond by beating him to death with their weapons. Eric sees a figure of light as Redmond dies. On television, media reports show devastating mega-tsunamis, which Leonard declares is the beginning of the apocalypse. Andrew believes that Redmond is Rory O'Bannon, a man who had been arrested after assaulting him in a bar years prior. Andrew thinks Rory tracked him down for revenge and manipulated the others to go along with his ruse. The visitors reveal that Redmond's death has unleashed the first judgment of humanity. The next day, the visitors sacrifice Adrian as the family remains indecisive. Disasters continue to occur as a deadly variation of the flu virus spreads across the world. Andrew insists that the disasters are coincidental and that the intruders were anticipating a pre-scheduled news broadcast. He escapes, retrieves his gun from his car, and shoots at Sabrina until she flees. He finds Redmond's wallet and proves to Leonard that he was Rory. With their tires slashed, Andrew believes the intruders came in a nearby truck and suggests they use it to escape. As Leonard is being held at gunpoint, Sabrina breaks into the house and is fatally shot by Andrew. Leonard decapitates Sabrina, before overpowering Andrew and taking his gun. The broadcast shows spontaneous plane crashes occurring around the world. Realizing their time is nearly over, Leonard leads the family to the back deck as the sky darkens. Leonard informs them that after his death, they will only have a few minutes to make a decision before slitting his own throat. Upon his death, lightning causes fires and more planes to crash. Eric now believes the events are real, and that the intruders represent the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. Eric offers himself as the sacrifice. He reveals that during Redmond's sacrifice, he saw a vision of an older Andrew and an adult One thriving in the future that prevented the apocalypse. Eric feels that their family was chosen to make the sacrifice because their love was so pure. Reluctantly, Andrew shoots and kills Eric before lightning strikes, setting the cabin on fire. Andrew and One find the visitors' truck with belongings that corroborate their stories. They drive to a crowded diner nearby, where they watch news reports confirming that the disasters have subsided. Returning to the truck, the radio turns on and plays "Boogie Shoes" by KC and the Sunshine Band, coincidentally the song that Eric had played for them on their drive to the cabin. They drive off, returning to the world.